I think yes, people can use social media in exercising their freedom of speech. Because we all know we are in the modern world and different technologies and different platforms arise. That's why it is possible to deliver speech in order to express their feelings, thoughts, awareness, and other information. In my own perspective, one of the limit if someone want to deliver her or his speech using the social media, she or he always remember how to respect, give an appropriate manner, relevant and fact information, because we all know people tend to believe easily right now. That's why avoid telling fake news. I think we should hold accountable for misuse or abuse of social media in exercising their freedom of speech, because they need to become more responsible and treat people as they deserve and act accordingly, and always tell them that it is okay to deliver their speech using social media as long as they know how to control and discipline themselves.
Oo, gikaron sa panahon karon isip ako isa ka ginikanan. Ikinahanglan jud nato karon ang social media pinaagi sa endorse sa ato ang mga bata karon unsaon ang pag-eskwela. Labaw na karon kay naata karon sa modular. So nagkinahanglan jud ta og cellphone. Gamit ta og social media para ma-research sa mga bata og unsa ilang gikinahanglan. Isip sa kuan usa ka ginikanan, dili gid unta allowed ang mga bata nga mogamit og mga cellphone. Labaw na karon ingani, ang cellphone naa diha tanan ag unsay mga kabuang. Pero manggod tungod sa pandemic, gikinahanglan sa mga ginikanan na muhatag og cellphone sa mga bata para magamit nila sa ilang pag-eskwela. Required jud sa ginikanan nga magbantay sa ilang mga anak kung unsa lang ang gina-open sa social media. Yes, naatay katungod. Kay ako isip inahan, ako jung buyagon ang akong mga anak nga dili maghimo og mga dili maayo sa social media. Ngano? Matrace manggod agi karon sa mga social media daghang kay mahibaw-an kung kinsa ang naghimo og mga krimen. Pero nganong nakuan pa man sila, nganong nakita pa man sila, tungod kay ang social media, pwede ma-search nila pinaagi sa social media bisa sa ilang cellphone. Dili manghilabot sa isig katawo ug dili pud manghilabot og unsa may angay panghilabtan na dili maayo.
So the first question is, do you think that people should use social media and exercising their freedom of speech? Well, in my own perspective, we have our legal right in expressing our opinions freely at all times in a good way. But nowadays, we already had a lot of social media platforms where we can freely share our opinions in public. That is why there is a lot of people use social media as their tool in expressing their opinions, but social media is not a specific tool to practice freedom of speech. We can practice freedom of speech even not in social media because we are free to do it. Then, the second question is, what should be the limits of freedom of speech in social media? So, restrictions of speech in a public forum are permissible if they are appropriately limited in time, place, and manner. Speech can be restricted under a less demanding standard when it is done without regard to the content of the speech or the speaker's point of view. And censorship of social media speech may not outweigh the benefit of forbidding a particular speech, but allowing complete free speech on social media may also have negative impacts such as fostering cyberbullying or hate speech. Speech is not black or white. Bad speech in one side and good speech on the other side. And then the last question is, should we hold people accountable for misuse or abuse of social media in exercising their freedom of speech? Why or why not? So, for me, yes, they should be responsible in everything they do in social media. They should be responsible of their act as well as by using their freedom of speech.
So, I think people should use social media in exercising their freedom of speech because social media has been considered as a diary to almost of the people nowadays. So, in addition, that there are some people who can utter their words of choice to express in social media rather than to personally express their feelings and thoughts. So by using social media, people are confident to shout their voice and spread their message without the presence of anybody personally. So one of the limits of freedom of speech is that in social media, it is not to overtalk. It might lead you to speak unnecessary words and resulting to hurt and offended someone. So just because it is called freedom of speech does not mean that we are allowed to speak everything we want to. So yes, we should hold people accountable for misuse or abuse of social media since they are the one who express their thoughts, and so whatever the outcomes is, we should always put our responsibility in order to avoid blame to others. That's all. Thank you.